Hey friends, welcome back to another video. It's your girl Meg, and in today's video we're chatting all about the new drugstore makeup of 2023, all that I've tried, what's worth grabbing, what's worth skipping. I've got all the tea for you, so if you're into that, you're really interested in new makeup that's been released at the drugstore, I've got you. Stay tuned, but before I do, hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future uploads, and make sure to follow along on social media where I post a lot of attainable beauty, a lot of drugstore content, almost daily. Let's get started. All right, so I don't know about you, but it feels like the beginning of each year is incredibly overwhelming with the amount of drugstore makeup that gets released. So drugstores tend to release a lot of products at the beginning of the year, and this year is no exception. I've bought quite a lot of it, and there's still more that I need to try. In today's video, I have 12 products I want to chat about that I have tried and tested so far. This is not a first impressions video. There will be some clips of me applying these products to my face, but these are products that I've been testing out for like a month or so. So I'm giving you like a full kind of mini reviews of each product, give you the tea on everything, what you can skip, what you can grab, give you my opinion. As always, I have everything linked below in the description box so you can easily shop this, and I try to find everything at the best price that you can get at the time of posting. First product we're gonna chat about is a sunscreen primer situation, and this is the new e.l.f. Sun Touchable Whoa Glow. e.l.f. has been really killing it lately, and they are releasing a lot of products that are clearly dupes. They're really clearly trying to dupe some high-end brands. This product is obviously trying to dupe the Super Goop Glow Screen. I did a whole Instagram video where I wore the products side by side, so if you want to check that video out, I will have that linked below for you. As a whole, I'm super impressed with the sunscreen. The Super Goop is SPF 40, which there is a difference there. I find that the consistency of this one is a little thicker. I feel like it doesn't get as intensely shiny as the glow screen. It's really beautiful. It's a great alternative. If you like glow screen and want to save a few dollars, this is great. I like to wear it on its own or as a primer or whatever. It's just really, really beautiful. It's really glowy, and you've got that sun protection. I have two foundations to chat with you. The first that I started testing this year was the NYX Bear With Me Blur. This is in the shade Light Neutral. I have been enjoying this. I definitely think it's a lot different than what I originally thought it would be. I was expecting more of like a skin tint type of situation, but it is actually more of a traditional like medium coverage foundation. That isn't a bad thing. It's definitely blurring, but it doesn't get matte and textury or anything like that. So I think that if you're looking for like something that looks very blurred, which I think is going to be a trend, I am seeing this trend that kind of blurred skin, less like super shiny, more kind of like a blotted blurred lip, stuff like that is going to be really popular. So if you want really beautiful medium coverage foundation, you're going to enjoy this. Is it my favorite thing that I've ever tried from the drugstore? No, but there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of things to try, and I try a lot of foundations, and this one, I think if you are really just like wanting to blur out pores and you want something to look a little bit more flawless, you'll enjoy this product quite a bit. The next product is a reformulation relaunch from L'Oreal. This is their True Match Super Blendable Foundation. I have this in the shade N2 Neutral Light. I used to absolutely love this foundation years ago. Loved it, loved it, loved it, but it seems like they reformulated it and put like a pump on it, which is I think everybody wanted. And so if you really liked this foundation years ago, it's been a while since I've tried it, but when I did try it again, I did remember that, oh yeah, this does feel like what it used to feel like when I used to wear this foundation. It's a medium coverage, light, blendable. Super blendable is a great way to describe it. It's really soft and satiny. It's not too matte though. It's not too dewy. It's got a very satin finish. I feel like a lot of skin types will really like this. They have a really great shade range for the drugstore, and I think that that's kind of where the drugstore started to get really better with shade ranges, is with this specific product. So if you liked this back in the day, I definitely think you should try it again. e.l.f. released a bunch of color correctors this year, which is very, very exciting. They're $4. I did an Instagram video I will link below trying out the peach one right here under my eyes. Color correctors are so great to have on hand because they can really help you neutralize products or neutralize darkness under the eyes if you're using peach. The orange is really not for my skin tone, but I was thinking, what if I had a foundation that was too cool toned? I could probably mix this in and kind of manipulate the foundation a little bit and make it a little bit more warm tone. I've had, for some reason, a lot of foundations that have been launched lately run really yellow. So I bought the blue to kind of neutralize the yellow and orangey tone foundations that I seem to keep buying. Maybe I'm not shade matching myself correctly. Either way, these, I bought those for that reason. And then I bought this one to use as an under eye corrector. They also have a green one that you can neutralize redness with, and they have a yellow one that you can neutralize any purpleness or kind of brighten up the under eye if you want. So far, these are an absolute winning product. You cannot beat this being $4. Like, it's just crazy to me. The formula is really lightweight, liquidy, plays with other makeup products really well, easy to mix in with foundations, easy to wear underneath your concealer. I have no complaints with this. This is an amazing launch. Another product from e.l.f., which I would say, like, this is probably my least favorite e.l.f. release so far, but it's still good. This is the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Bronzer. I have the shade Day Trip, which is a really pretty neutral shade. It's not too warm tone, not too cool. Really like that about it. However, I notice that with this, it can be kind of patchy when you're blending it out, or like you put it on the skin. I don't know if you'll even see this on camera. Like, I'll rub it on my skin and then start blending it, and it just looks kind of patchy and like clingy. I think if you have like a very hydrated base or a hydrated foundation on, it doesn't do that as much. If you're worried about having like a super glittery bronzer, if you're thinking like, oh, I'm worried that this is gonna be too sparkly, it's not. It's just like a really healthy looking cream bronzer. If you liked the original putty bronzers and you want something that's just a little bit more healthier of a glow, you're gonna really like these. Again, I'm still sort of playing with this. I like something a little bit more creamy, but I do think it's a really good one if you're wanting to try like a luminous bronzer out. I really think this will be fun in summer to try with more like tints. I don't know, lighter makeup looks. I might like this a lot more, but to be determined. This is my number one recommendation from this video. Number one. And it's not that exciting because it's a powder, but holy cow, did Milani knock it out of the park with this powder. This is the Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Powder. I have it in the translucent shade. I'm not sure how many shades this comes in, but I will tell you it's freaking amazing. It is a talc-free powder, so if talc is not your thing in powders, you'll enjoy this. This is like seriously blurring. Like, it'll blur your pores. It also sets my under eye amazing, where there's like absolutely no cakiness. It's just like this completely finely milled. I just love it. It kind of reminds me, if you've ever tried the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, that sort of consistency, but like better. This is what it looks like in the package. Oh my gosh, it's so good. If you buy one thing from this video, please listen to me and buy this powder and the color corrector. I think are my two favorites for sure. So there have been a few mascara launches that I have tried. Most of them have not been like my favorite. The first one is the controversial L'Oreal Telescopic Lift. If you've seen on TikTok the whole like drama surrounding this mascara. I actually bought this and was trying it before I even saw any of those videos or any of the drama surrounding it, and I was like not super impressed. I feel like the brush is very different. Like, you're supposed to load it up with the flat side and then comb through it, and I just can't get this to work for me really well. It's too wet of a formula. I don't love wet formula mascaras. Like, it's just they get too clumpy and too messy for me. I like something kind of in the middle of the road or kind of leans dry, and this is just too wet. Maybe I'll like it more if it dries out a bit or some more air gets in this tube, but it just always looks so clumpy, and I feel like you can overdo it really fast. Like, you'll do like one coat and it's like, okay, this is fine. And then you add a second coat and you're like, well, crap, now looks like I have 3 eyelashes. They all clump together. For that alone, it's just like too frustrating to use. The other mascara that was kind of a fail for me, but there's kind of some stipulations with this one because I do think some people will enjoy it. This is the Milani Highly Rated Lash Extensions tubing mascara. So I think Milani is trying to channel the Thrive tubing mascara with this launch. And even when you open this up and look at the wand looks exactly the same as Thrive. And when I've tried it, I do think it does remind me quite a bit of Thrive, except I'm not a hugest fan. Again, it's too wet of a formula. It's like, I prefer something like a little drier to kind of like separate and like give me that nice, like separated fluttery lash. This, I don't know. I'm gonna let it dry out. I'm gonna try it again. So I'm going to recommend this with reservations. If you like the Thrive mascara a whole bunch and you wanna try an affordable alternative, you probably will like this. Me personally, I'm not the hugest fan of it, so this was kind of a pass for me. I will recommend it to those that love the Thrive. The mascara that I think really takes the cake of this video out of the 3 that I've tried is this one from e.l.f. Again, e.l.f. Like I said, e.l.f. has been killing it, and this is their new Lash and Roll mascara. I really think they're trying to channel the Benefit Roller Lash with it. Like, I mean, like, look at the packaging. It looks similar, right? It's been a few years since I've tried Benefit Roller Lash, and I didn't really feel like going out and buying it again just to see if I had a dupe. But what I can tell you is based on just like looking at some images of it, and especially like the wand looks exactly the same. And I remember liking the roller lash because I felt like it really like lifted and curled the lashes. And when I applied this, I forgot my lash curler when I was applying it, and the footage that you'll see here, I felt like I didn't even need a lash curler. I took my time with it and just like really went through the lashes, blinked, and like really pushed up the lash, and it curled the lashes. It's such a beautiful mascara. I think if you like the Benefit Roller Lash or you like a curling mascara, it gives a lot of lift and separation and volume. It's not too wet, it's not too dry. It's a great in-between sort of consistency, which is something that I tend to really like a lot. You're gonna like it. It's a good one. So far, this is really impressing me, okay? Finally, I have 3 lip products to chat about, and all I think are great. The first one is from NYX, the Smooth Whip Matte Lip Cream. It honestly reminds me a lot of their older matte lip creams that have been around like forever. But I think this one has more of a blurring effect, doesn't really dry down. So it is one of those like comfortable lipstick in a tube that you apply like this instead of it drying down matte, and it stays a little bit longer. So this is not a long wearing formula. It's just like a very whipped formula. So it gives that nice blurred out lip. I like this bold color a lot. This is in the shade Onesie Funsie. That's a funny name. And I think it's a really, really pretty bold color. I think that these are so pretty in the bolder shades. I also think if you wanted to get a neutral and pair it with a lip liner, it'll look really, really pretty, but I've enjoyed this shade in particular. It's really pretty. The second product that I tried is the Clean Fresh Yummy Gloss from CoverGirl. This is like nothing special. Like this isn't really super innovative or super special. I've just really enjoyed it. It kind of feels like if you like the Milani lip oil, you'll really enjoy this. It's got that huge doe foot applicator. It just gives like the slightest tint of color. It doesn't really like have pigment or anything, much like the Milani lip oils. So very similar. I kind of like the Milani lip oils a little bit more with their formula. It feels more hydrating, but this is fun. Like, and I also think this is a great product if you have teens or tweens and they want a lip gloss. It's cute, it smells good. I'm wearing this over the next product that I'm gonna chat about, and I think it looks really pretty on the lips, and it's a good one. Like I said, is it anything like super duper special or revolutionary? No, but like if you want to try a new lip gloss, this is fun, you know? And then last but not least is this lipstick, which I think is amazing. If I were to pick like my top favorite things, it would be the Milani powder, the e.l.f. correctors, the e.l.f. mascara, and then this. This is a e.l.f. lipstick. What did I tell you about e.l.f.? e.l.f. What is going on over there? Like, you guys are killing it. And this is their new O Face satin lipsticks. This is in the shade Dirty Talk. This feels high end. Like if you would have just labeled this something else and told me, here you go, this is a $40 lipstick, I would have believed you. It is so gorgeous. It's like a satin matte creamy lipstick, and it's got this, like, the packaging is so luxe, like the magnetic closure to the lipstick, like Hello. And then it's that soft touch plastic. A lot of people are saying these are great dupes for the NARS Audacious lipsticks. I don't own any of those lipsticks, so I can't tell you for certain if it is or not, but that's the buzz I'm hearing. So if that's something you're into and you want to try these, they're great. They are $9, which is kind of expensive for e.l.f., but like you are getting a high quality product. Like you literally could tell me this was high end and I would believe you. Absolutely beautiful. Like just love this shade. I am wearing it right now with some lip liner and the CoverGirl lip gloss on top. And I think that's a really pretty combo, but this is what the shade looks like by itself. It's just a super creamy, beautiful formula. I love this shade too. And I have to tell you, it is very reminiscent to like Pillow Talk. Like when I saw Dirty Talk, I was like, is this supposed to be like another Pillow Talk dupe? Like we have a million Pillow Talk dupes now. Add this one to the rotation because I think we do have another Pillow Talk dupe. It's like pretty similar when I swatch them side by side. That's it. We are done with this video. So I would say my top 4 was definitely the Milani powder is my number 1, the e.l.f. correctors, the e.l.f. mascara, and the e.l.f. lipstick were hot, like total winners in my book, but most of these were great. There was only a few fails, which I think is great. So drugstore makeup is coming a long way. Have you tried any of these products yet? Do you like any of them? Do you recommend anything else that I try? Because I feel like I had 12 products in this video and I'm like, I can't possibly add any more to this video, but I can do a part 2. I can try some more launches. So let me know in the comments if there's anything else that I should try and give my mini reviews on, because you know, your girl likes to try it all, okay? We gotta try it. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I will see you all in my next one. Bye.